list many months ago. We picked every single person with lots of care, and every single person without exception here tonight is here for a very special reason. And I think you've all touched both myself and Deb's in our lives, and we wanted you to be here to share our day together. So really I want to propose a toast to begin with to friends and family.
Friends and family.
To friends.
Cheers.
In a moment, I'll pass you over to Hayden. He's got a 5-minute speech with lots of made-up stories that aren't true. Haven't had a chance to look at it, but no, it's not true, I promise you. I've got a few gifts to give out. I've absolutely no idea because whoever wrapped them, Sean, I think forgot to put names on.
Oh no, I put them together. I know what they are.
Right, okay. A few gifts we've given out beforehand, but really, to my mum, to the boys who've been so good tonight, I think. I'm just going to hand those out now, and thank you all for coming, we both mean that from the bottom of our hearts. And have a good evening.
Thank you.
Again. Here we go, here we go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Hayden.
Good evening, Hayden.
Good evening.
Good evening to you.
Let me first say that the bridesmaids and page boys looked absolutely smashing today. They were only rightly outshone by the beautiful bride Deborah, who looked absolutely stunning. Mark, however, looked stunned. I'm sure you'll agree that today is a sad day for single men, as another beauty leaves the available list. And I'm sure the ladies will agree that today passes without much of a ripple. I'm very nervous about making this speech. In fact, it's probably the 5th time I've risen from a warm seat with a piece of paper in my hand. I'm a complete novice at public speaking. I have an overwhelming urge to prove it to you today. It's the first time I've been asked to be a best man. It's the first time I've ever been to the Crown Hotel. It's the first time Mark has ever complimented me in about 20 years. And it's the first time Mark's put his hand in his pocket for me. I am the best man, and I will do the best to give Mark the most uncomfortable 5 minutes of his life. For the record, I'm sure Mark will give Debs the most uncomfortable 5 minutes of their life It's traditional for me to let the bride's family know what sort of man has married Deb. And in this respect, I might as well start at the beginning. Because Mark and I have been through a lot of things together. In fact, we were just saying earlier that we're glad none of them have turned up today. I've known Mark for 20 years, of course. There are plenty of things that I could say about him. Unfortunately, I did consult my solicitor, and he advised me that we shouldn't. So Mark, born 22nd of December 1975. Incidentally, you were born the same day as Robin and Morris Gibb, the year that we were introduced to Bohemian Rhapsody, Jim Will Fix It, and Fawlty Towers. Were any of these an influence on you? I'll leave it for you to decide. I first discovered Mark during our teenage years. There were a group of us who were brought together, partially due to a collapsing bed, which I won't go into, mainly due to our love of computers and music. Our favourite pastime was smoking. I could recount numerous stories of smoking. The town filled loiterers, as we made a point of trying every brand of cigarette we could put our hands on. And then nipping off to the library to enjoy them with a good cup of coffee. I remember one day we were sat on the field and we could smell dog poo. We all checked our shoes to no avail. We then moved to another spot, but the smell seemed to follow us. We checked our shoes again, nothing. And then Mark decided to look at his trouser leg. He was caned. Buying old coats from a charity shop was also a favourite pastime of Mark. Bottling them at the car boot sale on a Sunday morning was the norm. There were endless games of Tetris, the alphabet game, and many other computer-based activities. Mark was so proud when he adjusted Arthur Daly's Minder game to enable you to buy latex cats. Then I had the pleasure of going to university with Mark, and we ended up sharing a house. Cleanliness was removed from our vocabulary, and Rock City became our home every Thursday and Saturday night. We saw many bands, but usually were too drunk to notice. I shouldn't really talk about Mark and his stag weekend in Scarborough, but I thought it might be worth a mention that he specifically asked for something that would separate the men from the boys. This certainly was the case as we spent 6 hours at sea in the freezing cold, as only half of us turned up.
Sorry.
At least we all ended up catching the same. Absolutely nothing. I would like to say that from time to time, Mark does exhibit some outstanding qualities, which we've earned to respect. So many of us have gathered here today. He's generous to a fault, especially if it's his own. He's a man who always sticks by his convictions. He will remain wrong, no matter how much ridicule he gets. I want to round this speech off by saying how pleased I am for Mark. He married a woman of great warmth, humour and kindness. And Debs has done equally well, minus the great warmth, humour and kindness. In all sincerity, Debs, if Mark is half as good a husband as he's been a friend to me, then you will have left here with a man that epitomises honour and respect for both himself and those he loves. Ladies and gentlemen, on a final, serious note, please be upstanding and raise your glasses to Mark.
No, I can't. Mark it.